Hello, everybody. So, I'm running a little bit late because I was going to do this outside, and then there's this tick spraying guy was like, you got to get inside. So I was like, oh my God. So here we are, we're inside. So I just wanted to go over 5 different ways that you can realign or pop your sacrum back into place with yoga. So I have, hi Sasha. I have had a few children, and a lot of women have this issue, especially if they've had children, their sacrum gets loosened up. But even if you haven't had children, just being a female, this is gonna really gear more towards females, but it does happen with men too. So I'm not gonna just say females only, because I have had men in my classes that have had this as well. It's like a feeling when you have like a pinching in the sacrum area. So the sacrum is the lowest part of your spine. And down below here. And sometimes there might be like a feeling of a pinching feeling in there. So I'm going to show you my 5 top things that I do yoga-wise to help me. This is going to be a very brief video, super duper quick. I hope it helps somebody who's listening, who's watching. So one thing that helps when I have my sacrum in need of a pop, and for me it's my left side usually, is warrior pose. Okay, so sometimes I'll get into a warrior posture, which is like this, and because I'm putting myself and my pelvis in this position, it goes and makes a little kind of a adjustment sound, and then it's like, oh, that feels so much better. Oh my gosh, it's almost immediate that it feels better. So that's number one. And of course, try both sides when that's happening, right? A lot of the sacrum issues that people have require strengthening. So I don't want to just focus on the popping of the sacrum and making ourselves feel that relief that sometimes we need. I also want to talk a little bit about the strengthening because it's really important to keep the sacrum and all the muscles and the tendons, everything around the sacrum, to keep it nice and strong. So strengthening is another thing that's really important. But today we're going over the 5 top things in yoga that I have found to help. Okay, another thing is lunge. So whenever I come into this, if my sacrum is talking to me, it's gonna pop for me. So I'll bring my back knee down and my hands inside the front foot. I'm gonna relax my back foot down, and I'm gonna drop my left knee open. Okay, so my front knee open. And sometimes that's enough. Sometimes rocking a little bit side to side is something that I need. So a little movement to help get that sacrum adjusted or feeling better. And sometimes after a little bit of rocking, maybe a little bit of stillness, really pushing into those hands. Good. And maybe trying the other leg as well. Because sometimes also, I will say this, in my body, and this is not just about me today, I understand that. Sometimes I don't really know that something needs an adjustment. Maybe I don't have that sensation, that pinching sensation, and I'll come into one of these poses and suddenly it has that little adjustment, and it's, oh my goodness, so good, so good. So just doing both sides here. Good. Another one that I do, and you know, some of these things I have to say I found by mistake. It's pretty cool, right? So this is another one. So I come back onto my forearms, just like that, and sometimes just doing that will make my sacrum click into a place that it needs to be in, where I feel that relief. Sometimes I'll be in this pose and I'll need to do a side to side with the knees. And that'll just do it for me. All right, so this is pose number 3. This is movement number 3 that's gonna help. I'm telling you, if you have any kind of pinching feeling in your lower back area, do one of these things that we're doing today and see if it helps. Because I'm telling you, it might. I'm telling you, it might. All right, so that's another one. And then coming onto your back, and this is a really, really good one because we have the support of the floor here. So we just wanna rest. And then you're just gonna bring, I'm gonna turn a little bit here so you can see. You're gonna bring your knees in. So already the back is like saying, thank you for this support. I love you, thank you so much. And you're gonna circle the knees around, away from each other. Make the circles big. So they go around in a big circle, back up the center. And this might take a couple of minutes. If you keep repeating this movement for a couple of minutes, it might be exactly what your body needs. So just keep circling and then circle the opposite way. I worked with one gentleman one time who was having a lot of hip issues and back problems, and we did this, and it made that little pop, that little adjustment that he needed, and it solved so many issues for him, and he felt so much better. So here's another one. Okay, so we want to circle, circle, circle. And like I said, give yourself some time with it. Move slowly, okay, go in both directions. Okay, so that's 4 things that we just went over. If you missed them, go back to the start of this video. It's gonna be posted in a second. It's also gonna be on YouTube in a second too, on Kara Yoga. Number 5, and this is like the quickest video. Warrior 1 was 1, forearms with the windshield wiper. We did this, okay? We did the lunge with the hip opener. We did the circling while on the back, and this is number 5. Get your butt as close as you can, your hip, the side of your hip to the wall, as close as you can. I like to lean outward into my outer arm so that my inner hip can climb a little bit higher up the wall. And then I swing my legs up the wall. And here I have the support from my back, but I also have that straight up and down from my leg, and my butt is actually touching the wall, so it's hugging right into it. And sometimes this, just lying like this, puts the sacrum back into place, right? It's the gravity, right, holding us down, but it's also the support of the ground on the back. And maybe you might stay here for a couple of minutes. Maybe even longer, 5 minutes, and just take really deep breaths. Because what happens in the structure of the body is connected to the breath. So that's all I'm gonna say. Those are 5 different things that you can try if you have sacrum issues, if you have a pinching in the lower back area. There's 5 different things for you to try. So let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next video. You can also catch this on YouTube, Kara Yoga, and the replay on here. Have a great day, everybody. Sorry for such a quick one today, but it is what it is. We had to go over some stuff for the body, all right? Have a great day. If you have any questions, let me know. Mwah!